Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not making this up, and I'm going to continue to do these videos because the links will be below. This is from reputable sources, The Wall Street Journal. As mystery objects get shot down, U.S. sets up new task force on UFOs. Wall Street Journal, U.S. officials said they couldn't explain what 3 airborne objects shot down over the weekend were. Ruling out aliens, senior U.S. general says not ruling out anything yet. Reuters. Now, the Reuters article was February 12th. The task force article here was February 13th. And I can read you the Wall Street Journal article. Amid a baffling series of incidents in which the U.S. has downed 3 unidentified flying objects, the White House said Monday it would create a team expected to study airborne objects and potential security and safety risks they pose. The new group, created at the behest of National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan, would compromise elements of the Pentagon, the Federal Aviation Administration, the Department of Homeland, and other government agencies. Okay, this is almost certainly nonsense. We have a $60 to $100 billion intelligence apparatus. That's according to the Director of National Intelligence budget. We have a $618+ billion defense budget. So we know what's up in the sky. Now, there's a 1.5% chance that it could be Martians from outer space. 99.5% chance that it's not. We know exactly what it is. It's probably aircraft or balloons or drones or whatever that are flying above the United States of America, deriving reconnaissance, intelligence. These are aircraft that are flying above our airspace, encroaching or breaching our sovereignty on a daily basis now. We did not have this under Trump. It is a fact we did not have this under Trump. The articles saying we did source unnamed sources and use a very bizarre logical fallacy where it's not only an appeal to authority, but it's an appeal to authority without any evidence at all. They say, well, intelligence says, the intelligence agencies say that they just confirmed these balloons flew above Trump's America. Well, where's the evidence? Other than you saying that it happened also under Trump, is there any evidence? Because their only goal in life is to make everything morally relative. And, Trump was worse. They live by that motto, Trump was worse, when in reality, they're infinitely worse. We're 90 seconds to midnight, people. And we have a new government agency, a UFO Task Force. I mean, you can, this is below. I am not making this up. We have a UFO Task Force. And I will be devoting time along with the Durham probe that is now part of the Jim Jordan and James Comer weaponization panel, impeachment, which is going to be in the next couple of weeks or month, Trump 2024, their endless quest to indict him for something, the fact that we're seeing now exactly why they silenced the New York Post, because Hunter and Joe are linked to felonies. There are felonies within the New York Post emails. Another fact that media does not want to address because they never read the actual emails published in the New York Post. Whenever you see an article about Hunter's emails and the money flow and the business transactions, you never you never read an email. They never cite an actual email from the New York Post. There's a reason for that, because if they did, they would see felonies. Trump did not commit a crime. They have nothing on Trump. This has been endless public relations. They could have indicted Hunter and Joe immediately, and Hillary, and I think Hillary Clinton will be the 24 nominee. But you can't siphon top secret intel onto servers outside the U.S. government. That alone was infinitely worse than anything that happened under Trump's administration. Imagine if Trump had servers. Imagine if Trump had Kushner or Ivanka or Jared or Eric Trump or Donald Trump Jr. with a laptop with emails pointing to actual criminal behavior. And it has nothing to do with Hunter's videos or photos, which if they were Eric Trump or Donald Trump Jr.'s, you'd never hear the end of it from SNL and Stephen Colbert and Jimmy Kimmel. The entire American political system and entertainment, everything is leveled against Trump, and still half the country, almost half the electorate wants Trump back. So now, hit subscribe to this channel. It's heating up. We're finally getting back to some interesting topics that I like to talk about, that my viewers like to talk about, and it was slow for the past 3 weeks. It's been very slow on this channel for the past 3 weeks, but suddenly things are picking up. And share this everywhere. The links will be below. You will actually see the Reuters and the Wall Street Journal article. I will be at the forefront of the UFO Task Force. Now, again, I don't think that there are Martians that are flying above. It's a possibility. I think that there are adversaries deriving intelligence, and you have a very bizarre coincidence where you have these derailments taking place and all of these environmental disasters. From pipelines to trains, these are catastrophic environmental disasters that you never hear the left talk about. They only want you to focus on what they want focused on. That's why when you see Don Lemon talk about how Nikki Haley is past her prime, the left really doesn't care about a great many people, I should say. And God bless you if you're socialist, communist, whatever. I'm voting Trump. Okay? I want record low poverty that we had in 2019. I want the Doha Agreement that Biden completely botched, that Trump single-handedly negotiated with Pompeo. I'm not a fan of Pompeo, but and his State Department, reversed U.S. foreign policy that Biden voted for. It was a moral imperative to have voted for Trump. All these people talking about, oh, it's immoral to vote for Trump. No, it was a moral imperative to vote for. Look at what's taking place. We have a UFO task force. Almost certainly to hide or to circumvent the fact that this administration is utterly incompetent. I find it very difficult to believe they don't know what they downed or what they shot down with F-22s above Michigan, above Alaska. And now we have Russian jets routinely encroaching upon our airspace because we are 90 seconds to midnight. There is not an emphasis. You have the entire public relations monstrosity, entire American political establishment saying, we have to have victory in Europe. You are utilizing another country. If you were on the left, you have a little icon on your Twitter profile. I don't have Twitter, I don't have Facebook, but you are utilizing another country to fight your geopolitical battles. It is the definition of immorality. It is a sinister foreign policy. And the humanitarian catastrophe and nightmare that took place could have been averted. If we had Trump there, you might not have liked his personality, but we wouldn't have had the invasion. For a number of reasons. He would have negotiated. Macron of France tried to negotiate a settlement. Why didn't mashed potato brains Joe? Oh, that's right. So he could send tens of billions in arms, and they could say, hey, look over there, don't look over here. There wasn't an invasion during Trump's administration. There were invasions under President Obama and Biden. So this entire narrative, oh, yes, the Kremlin wanted Trump, it was completely, it was a stupid, fabricated narrative that only an imbecile would believe. But very intelligent people became imbeciles when they'll believe, people will believe anything as long as it suits their emotional and their tribalistic objectives or goals. Okay, I don't believe in tribalism. If Trump wasn't a good president, I wouldn't vote for him. If Biden was very good, I would say, you know what, I'll vote for him a second term. He's terrible. Trump was very good. The media meltdown made it seem like the world was falling. The media propping up Biden, 90 seconds to midnight, no problem. This is categorically worse than anything under Trump. 6 to 7% inflation, categorically worse than anything under Trump. Balloons flying over the U.S., categorically worse than anything under Trump. And there were no balloons flying above Trump's, tenure during Trump's tenure. There's no evidence of that. Simply saying the intelligence agency briefed former Trump officials is not evidence. That's not evidence. Give me your thoughts below. I'll be doing more on the task force. There'll be more news on this UFO Task Force. Give me your thoughts below. Thanks so very much. Hit subscribe. Be here tomorrow early in the morning. I'm going to try to, experiment with maybe a 7 or 6 a.m. video and then maybe a 9 a.m. We'll see. Give me your thoughts below. Thanks, everyone.